Hello students, in this lecture we will going to discuss about Rutherford experiment, that how he find out that positive and negative charges can coexist in an atom. For this he had taken a lead box. The helium nuclei or alpha particles are bombarded from the lead box to the gold foil. Now how he did this? He had taken lead box and gold foil because alpha particles can scatter in different directions. To get a straight line of alpha particles, he had taken a lead box with small hole so that all the alpha particles will come out from the small hole in a straight direction. He had taken a gold foil because gold is malleable and soft. So it can be cut down into small thin films. Definitely gold is an atom. Gold is an element. So it is made up of same type of atoms. By taking thin gold foil, he can easily understand about the structure of atom. Now when he bombarded alpha particles on the gold foil, the gold foil is surrounded by zinc sulfide plate. So all those alpha particles which pass out from the gold foil will produces light on the zinc sulfide plate. In this way he could easily understand that what is happening and how it is happening in an atom. So some of the alpha particles produce light on the zinc sulfide plate without any deflection. They just come in a straight line, pass through gold foil and produces light on the zinc sulfide plate. From this observation, he understands that atom is vacant from most of the places. That's why there is no hindrance for the alpha particles and they pass through it easily. While the second observation is this, that some of the alpha particles get deflected to smaller angle. Why they get deflected? They get deflected due to nucleus. It means that small positive center is present in an atom and the alpha particles which come closer to that small positive center get deflected to the later angle. The third observation is that some of the alpha particles totally rebounds back. Now why they totally rebounds back? These are the alpha particles which strike with the nucleus, with the small positive part which is hard and dense and does not allow the alpha particles to pass through it. So definitely when alpha particles strike with it, they just rebounds back. So in this way he understands so many things about the structure of atom. He gives some postulates about the structure of atom. So let's discuss what was that. Rutherford assumed that most of the particles pass through the foil undeflected. So most of the volume of an atom is empty. Deflection of few particles proved that there is a center of positive charges termed as nucleus. The complete rebounds of few particles show that nucleus is very dense and hard. As only few particles are deflected, so the size of nucleus is very small and electrons revolve around the nucleus. So the plum pudding model was neglected. According to that model, atom is all about positive particles. The positive particles are present all around in atom, embedded by negative particles. So if it is like that, then all the alpha particles should rebound back, but only few particles will rebound back, which shows that positive charge is not uniformly distributed throughout the atom. It is only present in the center and it is very hard and dense. So most of the part of atom is vacant. Positive charge occupies only small space, and alpha particles from the nucleus will rebound, while the alpha particles which are closer to the nucleus get deflected, and the alpha particles which are away from the nucleus remains in a straight line. So that small dense region or that small positive region is known as nucleus. An electron revolves around that nucleus. Electrons are attracted towards nucleus due to electrostatic force. So in this way, he gives us structure of an atom, that how positive and negative charges attract each other and coexist with each other. Thank you so much.